Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. We are discussing about different units of different courses of MA Education program of Indira Gandhi National Open University. Friends, we have started our discussion from the first course, that is the first year course of MA Education program. The first course title is MES 011 and course code is MES 011 and course title is Understanding Education. Already in our earlier programs we have discussed 7 units. Last unit yesterday that we have discussed, that is unit 7, that is education supports required, and today we are going to discuss the 8th unit, that is the last unit of block 2, or you can say this is the 8th unit of this course MES 011 Understanding Education. The unit title is Community Participation and Support in Education. Try to remember community participation and support in education. Friends, as I have already said that we are discussing just the brief overview of this unit, means the major content point that has been discussed in this unit. But as already you have the soft copy of the material and most of you have already received the hard copy of the material from MPDD. So it's my request that you watch these videos at the same time. The material that you have received either in the hard copy or the soft copy material that you have downloaded from eGyanKosh or from IGNOU Students app, that also you refer, means when you prepare yourself for the tournament examination as well as for your learning purpose. So friends, you have to do two things. First is the primary focus is to go through the material that have been supplied to you, and at the same time for getting a type of support you supposed to go through these videos, because these videos will help you for a you can say fruitful discussion about what is there in the unit, what are the content points, what are the major focus points that has been discussed, and you can say you will get a very brief outlook, brief overview of this unit. So friends, our today's discussion is on community participation and support in education. This is the unit number 8 of MES 011 Understanding Education course. You see, when we talk about community participation, you will find that lot of changes have been taken place over the years. Today when we discussed about the involvement of community, participation of community, somehow the recent development, that is education as a fundamental right, or that is you can say as per our constitution in article 21A, the Right to Education Act, okay, RTE 2019, Right to Education Act 2019. So when we go through the different provisions and the recommendation of RTE Act 2009, you will find that a strong recommendation has been given for formation of a school management committee for every school. So at present, if you visit to any school across India, you will find that every school is having a SMC, that's called as the School Management Committee. You see, this SMC is nothing, it is just to link school's activities with the community, just to involve the community in the process of schooling or in the development of school. Okay, so that's why you can say that this is not today's development. Even if quite before, when we talk about the recommendation of different committees and commissions, it may be the University Education Commission, Secondary Education Commission, then the Education Commission 1964-66, which is called as the Kothari Commission, then your National Education Policy 1968 and 1986. You will also find that the community has been given a type of responsibility, or school has been given a type of guidelines that how to bring community towards the towards better functioning of the school. Okay, means the development of the school, you can say, depends upon the involvement of the community. At the same time, even if the development of the community, that also depends upon the involvement of the school. So here you can say that the development of school and community, the involvement is vice versa. So that's why in this context, this specific unit that has been kept. So here you see major two content point which is included in this unit. First is role of community. What is community? Then you will discuss about community support and participation. Then appraisal of historical perspectives about you can say the involvement of the community or participation of the community in the teaching learning process in the school system. At the same time, another content point which has been included in this unit, that is community participation for education development. And in the second teaching point, major teaching point of this unit, that is institutionalization of community participation. Okay, so friends, our discussion will be in two parts. First, we will discuss about the role of community, and further we will discuss about how to institutionalize of community participation in the school system. So friends, to define the community, we can say that community is a group living. Means when a group of people live together with a common values, with certain common goal, common aim, common lifestyle, common standard, you can say, at the same time common tradition, common culture, then you can say this is a community. And friends, in our earlier programs, we have discussed that a school is called as a miniature of the society. At the same time, school is also called as a subsystem of the society. Means all the principles, traditions, or you can say the norms, the laws, okay, which is practiced in the community, that also being practiced in the school system, in the education system. Okay, in the education system, especially in particularly when we talk about the school, you must have observed, or this is a fact, that the students in the school, they live a group life. Okay, so all their activities, all their discourses, okay, it may be classroom discourses, it may be outside classroom discussion or interaction with the teachers, with the group of students. You will find that most of the activities or most of the happenings in the school, which are conducted in a group. So when the students, the children, they are sitting together, working in a group, so definitely a spirit of group living develops. So that's why, friends, when we talk about a school, we call that school is a miniature of the society. And we also called a school as a subsystem of the society, just like not only school, education as a subsystem of the society. Just like all the educational institutions, just like you can say the education department of the state government, okay, and or the central government. Earlier it was MHR, the Ministry of Human Resource Development, and the recent development is that now the human resource development, the nomenclature, the name has been changed. Now it is education department, okay, to central government's education department. So education department, it may be central government or it may be different state governments. So this is also, you can say, a subsystem of the society. At the same time, when we talk about the schools, the colleges, national institutions, regulatory bodies, at the same time the research institutions in education, so deemed universities, central universities, colleges, so all these institutions are called as, they have a subsystem of the society. Okay, so they are the miniature of the society. So friends, when we talk about the role of the community, then we should understand that the concept of a community and the concept of a school, and how community involved in the process of schooling, in the process of education. So friends, you see, now we are talking about, as I was telling, this has not discussed in your course, because Right to Education Act that was implemented from 2009 onwards, and your course has been developed before that, so that's why this has not been a part of your course. But being a student of education, being a master student of education, you should understand the current development. You should understand the recent development of education so far as school education is concerned, so far as higher education is concerned, so far as teacher education is concerned. It may be in terms of curriculum, it may be in terms of different norms and standards of teacher education. You should well acquainted with the recent development. And let me to say, at present, the very recent development just before a couple of days, what has been, the recent development is the implementation of National Education Policy, NEP 2020. The Central Cabinet, the Cabinet of the government has been approved the National Education Policy 2020. So you see, when you will go through different chapters, different sections of National Education Policy, definitely you will find that how this has been talked about, that the community is a part of education system. Without community, the growth of education, the growth of any educational institute, you can say it is not possible. So that's why for the proper development of education, you will find that there is a positive, you can say positive relation, at the same time high involvement of the communities there with the school system, with the education system. So friends, as I was telling, that this is not today's development. Even before independence, you see, you might have experienced such things in your village, in your district, in your city where you are living, that when a school established in a village, you will find that at a sudden government doesn't establish a school. Yes, government also establish certain schools, but if you go through the history of how a school has developed, you will find that many a time the village persons, the community, they have established a school. Okay, so with their effort, they have contributed something. They have contributed different resources with manpower, financial, you can say certain financial contribution they have given, and they have established a school for the development of the village. Okay, for the education need of the children of that village, and they have started this school by appointing few teachers, and you will find that in course of time that school has been taken over by the government. Okay, and now you will find that school is a full-fledged government institute, government school. So friends, you see, the initiation that was that was done by the community, by the society, by the village people, okay, by the people those are living in that community, and further that school become a full-fledged government institute. So that's why when we talk about the historical perspective, you will find that how a school, how any educational institute has developed. You can just talk about when we the higher education institute also. So when we talk about Banaras Hindu University, you see at that time how this mega university, how this huge university has been developed in this country. Okay, the contribution of different community members, the contribution of different social organizations, the contribution of the voluntary organizations. So because of the mutual effort of the community and contribution of the community members, you will find that many educational institutes that has been flourished, that has been established, and further government has taken over that institute, and now the government is providing all support to that institute. So that's why when we talk about the community participation, you can say that this is today's development. Rather, historically, if you go through different committees, the recommendations of different education committees and commissions, you will find that this has been recommended by different commissions, how the school should come contact with the community, how the school should take proper support from the community, how development of the school depends upon the involvement of the community member. So friends, in this context, we can discuss about the involvement of the local government. When we talk about local government, we focus upon the Panchayat Raj system. Okay, so in our Panchayat Raj system, the lowest level of government, that is called as the, you can say, government at the Panchayat level. So you will find that there is the Sarpanch, elected member, and you will also find that in your village, in your Panchayat, that Panchayat nominee is there. At the same time, ward member is also there. So you see, the development of the school is also depends upon the involvement of the local government. Okay, the involvement of ward members, the involvement of the Sarpanch, the involvement of the Panchayat machineries. This is not only the parents, this is not only the community member, rather the local government. So friends, when you go through the history, when you go through the development of community participation in school, you will find that before implementation of Right to Education Act 2009, the system of Village Education Committee was operating in the schools. That's called as VEC, Village Education Committee. Means one committee was established in a village, and that committee was looked after. That committee was they were taking care of the school, about the development of the school, about the day-to-day activities of the school, about the infrastructural development of the school, about appointment of the teachers of the school. Okay, in case there is any difficulty, any problem in the school, you will find that the members of the Village Education Committee, they were coming forward to the schools, and with a proper discussion, they were resolving all the school difficulties related to school. And at present, the Village Education Committee, that has been taken a shape of SMC. Okay, so what we are calling earlier, that is the VEC, Village Education Committee. Now we call, as per the Right to Education Act 2009, we call it is as School Management Committee. So means there will be a committee, that committee will manage the school. Okay, every school should have a committee. So friends, when we talk about the School Management Committee, you will find that proper guidelines has been given in the Right to Education Act. At the same time, the Right to Education Act that has been developed in different states, by different state government, by the education department of different state government, as per the the standard norm of Right to Education Act 2009. You will find that the members who are proposed, the members that has been taken for the SMC, School Management Committee, are maybe the teachers, are the parents, means whose children are studying in the school. At the same time, certain community members and the local government. Okay, but you see, care has been taken that most of the members should be women. You will find that for the participation, for the contribution, at the same time the participation of women community of the society. So you will find that in the essence, in the School Management Committee, you will find that most of the members, around 75% members are the women. Okay, so this is, you can say, this group, the formation of this group is not only by the parents or only by the community members. If you go through the documents of Right to Education Act 2009, you will find that parents are there, community members are there, local government, means the Panchayat system members are there. At the same time, school teachers are also the members of the SMC committee. And friends, when we talk about the involvement of community or the community participation and support in education, we shouldn't forget about the PTA, Parent Teacher Association, or the MTA, Mother Teacher Association, or Parent Teacher Meeting also. You will find that in every month, in school, the school invite the parents whose children are studying in the school, and they discuss about the development of the schools. At the same time, the performance of their children, the likeness of their children, strong points of their children. At the same time, weaknesses of their children or difficulties of their children. in different subjects or in different areas. So friends, these are the certain things. It should be, this is the part of this unit, that is community participation and support in education. Means how schools should come contact with the community, at the same time how to invite the community members to participate in the school system, so that the school can flourish, school can develop, and school can do its activities, do its activities for the development of the school. Then friends, further we will discuss about the second component that has been included in your unit, that is institutionalization of community participation. You see, many a time you will find that even if before implementing the Right to Education Act 2009, means before considering education as a fundamental right for the elementary students, at that time also you will find that the state government, at the same time the central government, they were also running many education schemes, many education projects, okay. And there the governments were giving certain benefits to the students, okay. Just like many places in your state also, you might have observed that your government might be distributing cycles to the students, might be distributing certain or providing certain scholarship to the meritorious students, might be providing free books. Free books means all the schools, all the government, now they are providing free books to the students. At the same time, free school uniform, shoes, and even if certain amount they are giving to the students for for managing other teaching learning materials, okay. So friends, what I mean to say, many schemes over across the country, across the states, you will find that many education schemes, projects that has been implemented at many a time for providing certain supports to the students. And you will also find that the government nowadays, you will find almost all the governments, they are giving financial assistance, financial support to the poor students, to the economic weaker section students, even if to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, to the minority students, okay. So this is just to provide certain benefits to them, and to just motivate them for coming to the school system, and this is for increasing the enrollment, at the same time for reducing the wastage and stagnation, and for increasing the retention in the school. And this has been worked properly. And one more example you can also discuss here, that we can discuss here, that the implementation of midday meal scheme. You see, friends, after the implementation of midday meal scheme, you will find that substantial number of students are coming to the school, and the enrollment percentage of the schools, enrollment percentage of the students in the schools have been increased. And at present, the literacy rate as per 2011 census, national census, that it is more than 75%. And next year in 2021, in the census survey, when the report will come next year, you will find that it may further the enrollment and the literacy rate and the enrollment further, it may substantially that might have increased. So friends, this is possible because of the participation of the community. And you see, when you talk about the participation of community, this is not only for the infrastructural development of the school, rather for academic development also. You will find that in the community, many best person you will get, many skilled person you will get, many skilled resources you will get. Just like you will find that certain good musicians, craft persons, you will find that those have done certain good work in different field, maybe in the field of culture, maybe in the field of science, maybe in the field of science and technology, maybe in the field of literature, okay. You will find many persons, many people, they have created very good literature, okay. So here you can, and you will also find that many social activists. Those are contributed their life. Those are working for the social service. So you can also invite them to the school to participate in the teaching learning process, to groom the students and to motivate the students, to inspire the students. So friends, without the involvement of the community, you can say that the proper education, proper development of education is possible in the school or in any educational institute. So that's why this unit has discussed how to ensure proper positive participation of the community for the development of education, for the development of the school system, and the community, in what way, in which field, in which aspect the community should be involved in the education system, in the school system. So friends, I will request all of you, please go through the Right to Education Act, the documents, the Gazette notification, and the which is there in the Gazette of Right, the implementation plan of Right to Education Act, and definitely you go through this section of SMC, School Management Committee. Okay, so what is the function of the School Management Committee? You will find that this has been clearly defined, clearly explained, that the major or the main role of SMC is to develop the school development plan. That's called as SDP. Okay, school development plan. So what is a school development plan, and how the community member of the SMC member will develop the school development plan, and how that school development plan will further work for the development of the school. So being a master student of education, you should understand it and you should go through it. So friends, it's my request, please go through the Right to Education Act 2009. Though it is not a part of your program, because this program has developed earlier, still then you should acquainted with the recent development, with the current development, and once you read the SMC, then definitely you can understand that how community is important so far as the development of the school is concerned. So that's why we call community school as a mini, or the education as a miniature of the society, or education is a subsystem of the society, because without the society, without the community, you can't imagine the existence of any educational institute, any educational or any school. So that's why friends, the formation of SMC, the formation of Village Education Committee, the role, the function of SMC, the functions of Village Education Committee should be a part is a part of this unit, and you should go through the documents of VEC. It is available in the internet. At the same time, it is also available in government website. Please download it, read it, and you can better understand that how community participation should be ensured for the development of the school system. So friends, today we discussed the brief overview of Unit 8, that is Community Participation and Support in Education, of your course MES 011, that is Understanding Education. And in our next program, we will discuss about another unit of this course, that is Unit 9 of this course MES 011, Understanding Education. Thank you.